terms of money, what sort of profits the company is going to make with this?
This mechanism will help them even more. Suddenly, every audience member becomes potentially a marketeer.
Do you have anything in plan to expand that with this affiliate move? Is there any vision to expand that?
And then we want the audience to be part of the promotion mechanism.
First, want to really congratulate you, sir,
Thank you.
on the entire idea of launching Screen It and for sustenance, launching Promote and Earn. I mean, they cut off the agency and all that fuss that comes in between, right? That's a very smart move. Say, for example, a big influencer who has more than 1 million following, and people across different part of the country are following them for what they create, right? Why do you think, they would really go for doing the promotion this way
Right.
and not a bigger collaboration?
The beauty of the circular economy, right? The sharing economy, where you basically be able to, you're being rewarded for promoting something, right? Is extremely compelling, right? You see that in other industries, and social
That's the
media
mood.
has been such a platform for that, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube and whatnot. So the economic merits are not to be. There's no debate around that anymore. The question is how does one apply them to one's own business, right?
Yeah.
And the way we've designed Earn and Promote is essentially with that in mind, right? We give people with large amount of followers, people who make a livelihood as well of being brand ambassadors and representative, endorsing products, services, to benefit from that, right? From having accumulated platforms of huge amount of followers. And being rewarded for that by utilizing our services or other services. So you are an influencer the size of which you've mentioned, with a national reach, you're bound to profit from this service as much as you do from other platforms right now promoting other services and products, right? And it is win-win for everybody, right? The audience wins, the film fraternity very much wins, and as a trickle-down factor, we also benefit from this because our admissions naturally, increase, right? Or benefit from that, right?
Right.
So the notion is, or the principle is to turn every audience member, be they large influencers or regular individual like me, to essentially earn back and benefit from promoting an entertainment experience, basically a movie of their liking, or a movie, and then this is when we talk about Screen It, a movie that they've chosen to actually curate and select a showtime for on a specific location and auditorium. But as far as Earn and Promote and Earn is concerned, it's any movie, including current movies, regardless of the location. You feel that your community is going to, your circles of friends, whether inner circle or wider circle of friends and social network, will like this film. You want to promote that. You will earn back from that. You will benefit from that. Everybody wins.
Right. I do understand that the agency and then involving agency and the to and fro execution, that thing is that will be gone with this, right? Another thing is, in terms of money, what sort of profit the company is going to make with this?
If anything, this mechanism will help them even more, right? And add on to their marketing and promotional effort, because suddenly every audience member becomes potentially a marketeer of the products, right? So everybody is turned into potentially an ambassador of the content, which exponentially increases the potential of the movie to be more visible, more
talked about.
More talked about, absolutely, and eventually, that results naturally, hopefully, in higher ticket sales.
The way it's expanding influencer marketing and entertainment over social media, and the growth of over the years we have seen the growth of vernacular creators as well. I think there are chances that there will be a good increase in rewatch of vernacular content, or maybe
Correct.
awareness of vernacular content. Otherwise, say for example, I come from Bengal, West Bengal, but I'm not a Bengali, but I love the language and culture. But then no one introduced me to that culture the way I now myself I'm exploring.
Right.
Right, but if now that I have influencer, I'll have better ideas to watch and what not to watch.
Correct. And
And
now with Screen It, the genesis of Screen It was born from the notion that actually there's a big demand for rewatching movies of the past.
yeah,
Now,
suddenly it has picked up.
yes, and including the very recent months, and we're talking about all sorts of films, right? All timeless classics
Yeah.
from back 40, 50 years ago, all the way to movies that blockbusters that hit the screen maybe 6 months back or about a year ago, that either people have already seen on the big screen but would love to see it again on the big screen, or maybe for whatever reason have missed, right? Because of the short window, and because of busy life, right? We all have very very hectic schedules,
Yes.
and at times we're bound to miss some of these releases in the cinematic, the big cinematic screen experience. So that this product is designed for the audience to basically curate their own movie experience, picking up those movies as re-release, right? Those movies from the past, and programming them for themselves, and promoting this programming to the wider community so that they can basically enjoy that and also enjoy the earn back mechanism from it as well. So both Screen It and Promote and Earn have in common the cash earning mechanism in common, right? Again, the notion is that if you're going to promote a title, either that you select from our digital library of films, right? Or if you promote a new release, you will definitely be rewarded for that.
Yeah.
So Screen It is a large array of categories and recommendation. We have over 500 titles in this library, right? And this is growing, very rapidly. We'll have 1,000 titles by in no time. So from that, you can access already a very vast wealth of films that you've liked or you've heard about.
That we can
Absolutely.
recommend what's what
Correct.
we want to watch. One more question that I have with it. So like I said, with Promote and Earn, we are gonna we'll activate influencers and they are gonna promote it and they're gonna earn from that. Do you have anything in plan to expand that with this affiliate move? Is there any vision to expand that?
Dynamically, the system is designed for the recommendation and the promotion of the titles, and then we want the audience to be part of the promotion mechanism. And by virtue of the numbers, the power is in the numbers. We will inevitably see a lot of traction in terms of promotion because people will be rewarded for that, right? The incentive for promotion is reward. You spend, you're going to be putting some effort into promoting a film that we put out. We feel it's only fair that you're being rewarded for that, right? As a promoter. So that's the angle. It's basically the traditional mechanics of the, viral marketing, circular economy, shared economy.
What are other things planned for marketing for PVR?
So there's a lot of emphasis on digital marketing or digital-based initiatives, right? Because that's a platform, a conduct for us to engage the audience. I think engagement, customer engagement, audience engagement is very much top of mind in the company right now, in whichever initiatives we design, including those ones.
Especially in entertainment, I
Correct.
feel.
And particularly, with this initiative, Screen It and Promote and Earn, we really empower the audience to play an active role in designing the experience and profiting from them as well. You go to a movie, you spend to avail a great experience, but this was the end of it, right? Now you can not only spend, but you can earn back, right? Which is a powerful proposition and a very new proposition. And in fact, it's a I could say with a high degree of confidence, it's a world premiere. Nobody else in this industry has pioneered this. So PVR is really pioneering a new initiative today globally in the entertainment industry.
Yes, I agree to that. In terms of it's a very tricky question, but I know you definitely have an answer.
I hope
for
the
it.
answer is not tricky.
No, you would say you had to say that if it is tricky or not. Okay. In terms of performance marketing,
Right.
Organic marketing, what do you think has a higher weightage for entertainment industry?
Right. Yeah. So obviously, in terms of the initiatives we launch, right, we especially the digital focused initiatives such as these, we are putting digital performance marketing resources behind that. viral marketing will take place naturally, right?
So it's viral backed by performance.
Correct. Absolutely. Very good. A much better answer.
There are people in the industry who debate, okay, yeah, organic marketing is not gonna go, or viral marketing is not gonna go, performance is the way forward, and so forth. So, a minimum of 10 people are required
To
do a
confirm,
show.
for
Yeah,
screen it.
for
Yeah.
screen it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
How are you coping up with bearing that loss?
No, it's-
How
it's-
will you cope up actually?
Let me answer that. So to avail screen it or to
Yeah.
utilize screen it,
Yes.
which means if you want to design a show around an old film that you want to re-release for yourself, your friends, right? There are two components, right? As you know now. You have to buy, once you've selected your movie, the location, date, and time, you have to buy 2 tickets, right? At least, right? That's usually the minimum ticket that people buy for themselves whenever they go and see any movie, right? I mean, rarely people go to see a movie on their own, unless they're the movie buffs, right? And on average, and at a minimum, it's a party of 2, right? So you have to buy 2 tickets. The screens that we've selected for Screen It, in which this feature is available, are the total seating capacity is about 100 seats or less, right?
Okay.
To confirm the show, once you've created the show and bought your 2 tickets, that's a minimum criteria to create the show. For this show to be confirmed before the actual show date and time, you'll have to have sold 10% of your seating capacity, right? So if it's 100, that's 10 seats. Now, of these 10 seats, you've already bought 2. So it's only 8 tickets for people to buy for this show to be confirmed. It's hardly anything.
But it's about you that I'm asking. It's about the company that I'm asking.
No, very simply, if this show is not confirmed, as in if the show has not
No,
gone.
if the show is confirmed and 10 people are there. So what about the 70 more seats?
So understand, this is a process that takes place 2 weeks in advance, right? You can't book this movie for tomorrow or for the next, in the next 3-4 days. You have to book. The minimum date is 2 weeks down the road. Getting 10% today for 2 weeks down the road, 10% occupancy guarantee today for 2 weeks down the road is already a very high occupancy, and it's bound to increase, right, as we come closer to
Okay.
to the show time. Yes, and if eventually you don't cross that threshold 5 days before the show time and the show date, then this movie would be
automatically
be cancelled, and the inventory will be then utilized back for the current release, or somebody else that may have booked this auditorium for a similar show time for a different movie, right? So there is plenty of safeguard for the company. There's no downside, if you will, for the company in very short sentence. There's no financial downside for us. There's only an upside to increase and optimize the utilization of auditoriums.
I really like that approach of being optimistic and intuitive about the goal. And that's the end of our conversation.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.